CEO of McCaffrey Health Center, founder of the McCaffrey Method, Dr. Sean McCaffrey.
I'm not really Dr. Sean McCaffrey just yet. I play a kind of different role, almost a superhero role, if you would. So I'm going to dig into my super bag. Some of you may remember this from childhood when a doctor actually came to your house. I still do. And so I'll dig in here real quick. Clark Kent glasses, not for this speech. Here we go. This is what I'm all about. This is me. This is me. Right? That's who I am. I practice like this. I'm in scrubs, and out of respect for an amazing institution, I'll wear a suit today, but I'm keeping this and these. I have probably 75 of these, and I change my shoes with my hat daily for my practice. I wanted to be relatable for people. I wanted to be able, when I'm sitting in a room with someone, to be able to share a true experience with them, to be able to feel like I'm part of their world, and to take away that tension you feel when you're in a doctor's office. Because that's what I do. But I have a story too. And so I'm going to walk you through a little journey with me. Hopefully it'll be entertaining. Hopefully it'll be fun. And hopefully I'll be able to share something with you never thought about. And maybe leave you thinking, wow, that was really cool. So I started out my journey early. And I have an elephant in the room, as you probably have all seen right now. Right? I have a strabismus. I have an eye that pulls, a lazy eye. So my flaw is right here in a business that I have to talk to people. And so I used to angle, look away, like I'm looking at this young lady right here. But because I've got this great vision, I'm seeing Sean Connery in the back over here. I'm just saying. Hi, Sean. Which is amazing. Thank you for coming today. But the idea behind this is that it was a struggle for me. Because as a child, it's really an issue. It's right out front. Kids are cruel. And to make it worse, I had the trifecta for being bullied. I was small. I was shy. My family was poor. And I had a flaw. Physical, right there in front of everyone. So then enters my father, my lovely, lovely father. And he entered with the theme music. My dad always entered, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, right? Every time. Because my dad stood 6'7", was 250 pounds and a very large man. He was defiant, antisocial, and very aggressive with his family and others. I was his firstborn son, small, shy, quiet. And at 9 years old, when I'm 3 feet tall, looking up at a mountain of a man, he was incredibly intimidating to me. And he decided, I can't have a soft son. I need something more than this. And he got the bright idea, let's put you in a judo class. I thought, okay, except I was the only 9-year-old boy in that class of all men. It was my dad's former Army instructor. I spent the next 4 years learning judo with men, and I got the living hell beat out of me. But I learned how to fight, and I learned how to scrap, and I learned what being an underdog was like in life. I learned that I never wanted that feeling ever again, and I got good at it. I got really good at it. I learned other arts, many arts. I traveled the globe. I've trained most of our military and a whole lot of government agencies with 3 letters. It's just something I did. But I learned something else in the arts. My instructors weren't Joe Blow on some corner teaching fly-by-night taekwondo. I didn't learn that. I was learning from the cream of the crop, the top people in the world I was training with. And it carried over because it wasn't just about the martial side. It wasn't about the physical violence and the aggression. It was about the honor, the integrity. That's what I saw out of it. But there was also an art side to it. The art side is what really captivated me. It's what fascinated me. They did healing. I learned to adjust a body when I was 12 years old in a judo class. I put my first acupuncture needle in a patient at 16. all because of my martial art instructors. I learned herbs, traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurveda, before I ever even went to school. And I learned it in ways I'd never seen before. It was fascinating to me. I thought, my gosh, this could be a career. Now, Mark Twain has a great quote that I absolutely love. And he sits there and he says, "The two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you figure out why." I found my why. I was meant to be a champion of an underdog. I was meant to take care of others. It didn't have to be physically, as I've been doing for years. I could do it naturally. I could do it through being a healer. And so I investigated, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to be the greatest healer I possibly can be. My personal goal that I follow is that I want to be the greatest healer the 21st century has ever seen. Not for ego, because I like to learn, because I want to carry on, I want to push forward, I want to do something beyond what anyone else has ever done. And so I entered into healthcare. Little did I know the bully I would be facing. I had no idea. I was fortunate. I got into medical school. I got into law school. I got into chiropractic school. That's the one I chose because I didn't follow the belief of what medicine was doing. I'd watch people die and wither away. I thought, I can't do this the rest of my life. I've got to do something different. But then I really learned what bullying is all about. I got to see it firsthand. I got to watch bullying and look at this, and I thought to myself, are you kidding me? You've got a system that's out there that takes care of the entire country, but fails 90% of them? We don't die from acute traumatic infectious disease like we once did during the Civil War when the system was invented. We die now from chronic degenerative conditions. That's what's killing us. That's how people are passing. And I look at that and I think to myself, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. And so as you approach it and you get into it and you start looking around and you're looking in the globe and scouring everywhere for that other way, all of a sudden you start to realize, wow, they've got a death grip on this thing. It's like the Wizard of Oz, and they're behind the curtain. They're the all-powerful. But I said, to hell with that. I'm going to pull the curtain out of the way. I'm going to be the Robinhood of Healthcare. I'm going to stick up for people. I'm going to pull that arrow from my quiver, and I'm going to shoot. Because I know how to fight, and I know how to scrap. And I had one ace in my hole. My grandfather was very good friends and mentored by the founder of the profession of chiropractic. So I could go places where nobody else could go. And I did. I traveled the globe, I traveled the world, I learned things, and I shared. And when I did that, I created what I call the McCaffrey Method, and I am trying to revolutionize healthcare. Thank you. Thank you very much.